You're a mystery.
So I'm here to welcome you to I-EAT. This is our new website and we wanted to give a little bit more information about what we do at I-EAT, how it started and what our vision is for the future. I-EAT started as part of another charity called SWEDA, Somerset and Wessex Eating Disorders Association, in around 2005. And all it started was me and a couple of volunteers doing an hour session up at the university, a drop-in session for students to pop in and see us for support for eating disorders. The only way we advertised that was by postering on the back of toilet doors. And we were just completely surprised how many people came along. We didn't expect it. We thought we might just get a couple of people along, but basically I-EAT grew out of that, around the demand for support for people struggling with eating disorders, eating distress and eating problems. And so out of that we created a support group, email support, social media, networking sites and helping people support online, and then also counselling and nutrition support, because recovery from an eating disorder isn't just about curing a symptom. What we don't want to do is to see people get free from an eating disorder but then move on to something else. We want to see people free in their lives to become the people who they're intended to be. So it's an exciting time. It does mean we walk with people for a long time. It takes on average 6 years for someone to recover from an entrenched eating disorder, and we're very happy to walk with them for that long because we want to see them fly into their potential.
You bring freedom. So come and break it.
I started a counselling course and met some of the volunteers and volunteered to get some experience of working with people. I come from a background of addictions and wanted to help people in similar situations that I was in. Firstly, I'm a befriender. I meet people for coffee and listen to them. I also run a recovery group with Nat, one of the other volunteers.
Fill my heart.
There's a real unity within the charity. All the volunteers and workers have a real passion for what they do, and they're like a family.
So what would I have?
My name is Julia Howlett and I'm a counsellor with I-EAT. Well, I was doing some formal training as a counsellor at Bournemouth College, and I retired from my full-time occupation earlier last year, and I was invited to join the team at I-EAT.
Yes, I'm longing.
I like the team dynamics, I like the different skills in the team which get alongside hurting people, and I love to see the results of people getting healed.
Sure.
Jess asked me a few years ago if I could just volunteer for a few hours, and over the course of the last few years I've just got more and more involved. Favourite bit? I think I like meeting all the new people that come in and helping to put them at ease. I think it's quite scary when people first walk through those doors and they don't know what to expect, so just being able to chat to them and put them at ease and kind of allay any fears that they've got is really good. And the recovering group, it's really good to hear people talking and kind of getting hope back, just thinking that life can change and thinking that they can change. It's really good to see that shift from having no hope to kind of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. My experience is that when I was 16 and a half, 17, I developed bulimia. I think that was quite a stressful kind of time in my life. I grew up in a family that didn't really show affection very readily, and there was a lot of pressure on me to achieve, and I just found that throwing up after each meal just gave me a release. It helped me to feel better, it helped me to feel like I got a little bit of control over my life, and that went on for about 3 years, and it got progressively worse. So I think at my worst point I was probably being sick maybe 4 or 5 times a day. I lost a lot of weight. Had a lot of people comment on the fact that I'd lost a lot of weight, which I loved, which wasn't a good thing, because that just encouraged that to keep going, really. Yeah, and I was probably 19, 20 when things started to get better for me. Luckily for me, I had a lot of people around me that cared, a lot of people that noticed. I had one lady in particular from my church that kind of took me aside and was very gentle, but kind of asked me the questions that no one had asked me before, really. And she just got involved in my life, and she was actually interested in me, and I think she was the first person that I ever felt was actually interested in me. And yeah, I opened up to her, I chatted to her, I spoke to a few more people, mainly connected with my church, and I think through their support and through their affirmation and encouragement, I just kind of learnt where my self-worth should be, and my faith got me through a lot. I'm a Christian, and my belief in God and my hope in Him was probably the biggest thing that got me through.
So as I Eat, we've been an organisation for 3 years. We got our charitable status last September, and I suppose we're looking forward now to seeing what we should be doing and how we can support people in a better way, being that the demand for support is there. And we're looking into getting a new premises now, which is really exciting. But also we want to see people supported in a greater way. We look at a model from the Quakers, and that says that people who are going through recovery need 30 people around them in relationship with them to help support them. And that's a big task for us, but that's something that we want to aim towards. We want to aim to see people engaged in community in all areas of their lives, so that we can support and help them move forward to a different place, a place of freedom, and a place where they have real friendship and love in their lives, something that they may not have experienced at all. Many people with eating disorders have been abandoned, they've been hurt, and I guess we really want to reverse that trend in their life and make hope and love a reality for them. So we're just looking at the moment to see how that will happen. But like I say, getting more people on board, getting a premises, helping people more with actually eating. We'd love to see more meal support happening, people going into sufferers' homes, people speaking to family more, the carers of the people that are helping those suffering with eating disorders. And I suppose it's now just implementing, getting the people in the right places, so getting the team, getting the business side of things organised, getting the administration up together, because we need all of that too. So it's a really exciting time. There's been lots of change, there's lots of vision, and we're just really excited to see how that will unfold.